I get excited, man. Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. And this is our legend segment. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a true legend from Delray Beach on with us tonight. He comes from a great family tradition of football players. Preston Parker, welcome to the show, my man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Man, hey, man, I've been looking for this day for a long time since I started this show to get you on here, man.
Yeah. When I seen y'all talking to Coach Red, Coach Odom, and I was like, man, I got to get on there, man.
You got to get on that. That's right.
Yeah, I knew the opportunity was going to come. I'm like, we'll clash heads in a minute. So
yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Well, man, let's talk about it, man. I mean, you accomplished so much in your life from an athletic standpoint. You're still young. We'll talk about what you're doing now later on in the show. But let me ask you this quick question. Preston Parker, the son of Doug Parker.
Yeah.
Right? Your daddy was a Delray legend, man. I'm telling you, man, tough guy, man. So let me ask you this. How were you inspired to play football from the jump street? Was it through your family? Was it through the streets of Delray? What pulled you out to play the game?
It was really through the streets.
Okay.
I ain't really understand the history. I don't really know too much history.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But it was really through the streets. I remember there was a dude when my grandma was staying on Sterling over there behind Pine Grove, and there was a dude named Chris Haynes. And he be DJing and stuff right now. He put up tents and stuff for people parties and stuff. But he put on my first shoulder pad. So I gotta say,
oh wow,
it was really the streets of Delray running through. You know, it was fun back then in the streets,
right.
Playing football and stuff like so. That's what inspired me.
Well, that's cool, man. Because it's funny. So like a guy like me now, me and your pop's a couple years older than me, and I play with your uncles. Bernard and I are the same class.
Yeah,
I play with Dad. We all played together with the Delray Rocks, in the beginning of the Delray Rocks back in the late 60s, early 70s. Yeah. And man, your dad was a monster, man. He was a monster. So when I heard about you, I said, man, this dude was born to play football, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't help it, man. It was just in your DNA.
That's funny.
Because when you think about it, all right, your dad was a great ball player.
Mm-hmm.
All your uncles, man. I mean, every one of them. Mike was a great running back, right?
Yeah.
Real tough. Bernard was a slasher running back, defensive back. Thad played everything, man. Thad played middle linebacker, every position in secondary. You're a small guy, but tough as nails, man. Yeah. And so, I mean, that's your history. The Parker family is one of the best sports family in the city of Delray.
Yeah, and I also can say I was inspired when I used to be like the mascot for Delray Rocks, because I forgot I was the mascot.
You the mascot?
Yeah, I was the mascot for a long time. Me and Coach Wimp's son, Wild Man.
Okay.
You know Wild Man? We was always, and me and Jamel Murray, Randy Murray's son.
Right.
We was always around them. And
that's
Jason,
crazy,
Jason Sweden, so it was crazy. So that inspired me too, but Sandlot, throw them up, bust them up at Rocks games and stuff when you couldn't play, all that.
Well, it's funny, man, because like where your dad grew up, on Southwest 6th Avenue.
Yeah.
Right there on Atlantic, Southwest 6th and Atlantic to First Street.
Mm-hmm.
It was some ballers right there.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it. Randy Strong, they're right down that corner. And Randy was, of course, Randy was drafted to play with the Baltimore Colts back in the day.
Yeah.
Great high school player at Carver High. Great Bethune-Cookman, All-American, All-World in college.
Yeah.
Got drafted by the Colts. And then you had Charles Ferguson, a.k.a. Prince Arafat, right?
Yeah.
All right. He was a great football player. His brother, Deevy, was a great football player. You had Bubba Brown live right there in the same complex across the street. He was a great football player. Then you had Anthony Clay, Butterbean, all them right there.
Butterbean was good, huh?
What? Man, if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
I always talk to Butterbean. He called me before the interview too.
He did. Butterbean light you up, man. He's a good linebacker. And he had speed, man. He could run the ball too.
Yeah.
So you had all those guys growing up right there. And then, you start going a little South Frog Alley already down there.
Yeah.
So when I heard that song, I'm the king of the South and the North, right?
Yeah.
You had me think, because see, I played football on the South Side, and I lived in Carver Park, right?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
played in Carver Park. Then we moved to 12th Avenue. You know, I played on that side. I played my cousin on the north side. So, man, you know, Delray, street football was big. But the best thing I think happened to the city, man, when Coach started the Delray Rocks in the late 60s. Bill Smith. He started the Delray Rocks, and it gave kids an outlet to play organized ball.
Yeah.
You know,
was great. That was great.
Oh, man, it was the best thing ever happened because, see, at the time, Preston, Carver High was winning state championships. And all our heroes played on Carver High team, right?
Yeah.
You hear the show, you hear me talk about Randy, Anthony Penn, Greg Dobson. You hear me talk about those guys, Lawrence Hunt, all those guys. They were stars, man. They inspired us to play. But then we had an outlet to not just play street ball, but do it in an organized fashion and learn how to do it that way. And we grew up, man, playing real football, you know. And so, and then we went on. And then, you know, when you start looking back on the history of things, I mean, right now you're 34 years old and you think back the guys you know or the guys you played with or the guys you looked up to and the guys who are playing currently right now in Delray.
Yeah.
You know, without me knowing, there's some star-stud dudes playing for the Delray Rocks right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of them, like,
bruh.
Maybe like 200 of them right now.
That's what I'm saying. And they're going to be stars now on mine. So that hasn't stopped. And so I can remember back, man, when I was a little kid, I would ask my dad about, you know, who were the guys in your day that were great players, right? I mean, I was a little kid, I was asking that, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, by this time, these guys got beer bellies. They don't look like they were athletes. And then I go, man, that dude right there. My dad said, man, that dude right there was a big deal. So we got a strong lineage of great football players come out of Delray Beach, and it's not going to stop. It's something in the water, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's something in the water. So okay, so when you started playing, you played the Delray Rocks.
Yeah.
What position you played? Running back like your dad?
Yeah, I played running back and linebacker.
Ah.
I played for 75. My first year when we won the Super Bowl with Coach Wimpton, I played just linebacker.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And yeah.
Right. So just like Thad, you was a middle linebacker.
Yeah. Then when all the stud running backs left, I played running back and linebacker the next year, the second year.
Okay. All right. So that's great. So pretty much everybody in your family was a running back at some time or another.
Yeah. Marquise was a running back. My dad was a running back. Yeah, it was a lot of running backs that I remember. I know we had receiver Derek Parker, my cousin Derek Parker. He's way younger, but he older than me though.
Okay. All right. Wow. And so, and then your brother Doug, right? He was a running back.
And Doug, yeah, of course. I don't know how I forgot him. My bad.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So look, man. So you played with the Rocks, and you played the Rocks 75 all the way up through 150.
Yeah.
Okay. Now 150. You were in what grade? 9th grade or 8th grade?
I was in 9th grade.
Okay.
8th grade and 9th grade. I did it 2 years, but I played for Atlantic. I made the varsity team my 9th grade year, and I was only there for like 3 weeks.
What?
Yeah, and they made me go to Spanish River.
Oh, what?
Because of the district and everything. But I had my papers right. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got to have your papers right. But Miss Wagger ain't want a chance because, you know, they was taking games away just in case if you had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she was like, nah, come next year. And I cried like a baby, man. So I had to go. I had to play for Delray Rocks again when I was at Spanish River. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But I'm sure glad you ended up at the right place. That's all I'm talking about.
For real. I got a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think was better? Delray Rocks, playing at Delray Rocks or playing in the league? Like, which one did you enjoy most?
Oh, Delray Rocks, man. Look, hey, man, check this out. This is no joke. Preston, I'm 61. I'll be 62 next month, right?
Yeah.
I can meet somebody right now, and 5 minutes, I can't remember their name.
Yeah.
I can remember every touchdown I ran for the Delray Rocks right now. From the time I played 80 pound, 105, 130, you know. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. It was when the game was pure.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pure, and you know, you're playing with your buddies. You know, man, it was nothing like that.
The crowd was
the community behind us, right?
The crowd.
And the way we traveled too, man. We used to go to Fort Lauderdale and whoop those little teams, man.
For real, man.
I don't know how y'all did it. So we only had 3 teams when I played.
Yeah.
All right. And so the 80-pounder go, of course, they'll drive us down, you know, families in cars. We'll play, we'll win our game. The 105 will be playing. And right about halftime of the 105 game,
yeah,
we'll just hear these chants coming down the street. And that'd be the big team on the bus. We had our own bus.
Yeah.
And they had these fight songs they got from Carver High School, that they got from all the HBCUs, man. And they be hanging and beating on the bus, man. And we blocks away coming. And man, we get proud. We start standing up, right?
Yeah.
Man, it was nothing like that time, man.
Yeah, you're right.
It was nothing like that.
I remember those days, though. I was real young, but I remember probably maybe your time, but I remember them hitting that bus like him.
Man, it was so real.
Yeah,
but,
it was
real. It brought all of us together.
That's what I'm saying. I was just thinking it's a culture thing.
Absolutely.
When they get organized and it's about that money,
right?
It take all that away. So it's like some people will be in the days and like, man, where I'm at, and some people can, adjust to it. But if you really like Dairy Rockish, know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, what this is, man.
It was nothing like it. But the thing I'm gonna tell you, when I look back too, the friends I played with, the relationships I built, the brotherhood, that we formed. Because like your dad is a brother to me, Butterbean, they my brothers, Prince Arafat, they're all my brothers, man. We're gonna be brothers for life because of the Delray Rocks. Because our split was, when we went to high school, I went to Atlantic, they went to Boca.
Yeah.
We left the Delray Rocks. I never played with the Parkers again. Matter of fact, because I was playing high school ball, I never saw them play again. Right?
That's
I
crazy.
go the next day on Saturday mornings and read the newspaper, and I look for their names, right?
Yeah.
But I never got a chance to see them play again. All those guys I played with the Rocks, man, who went to Boca, gone. But yet still, we're brothers through thick and thin through life, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy because I say the same thing. I be telling my boys when I talk, I say, man, I just wish y'all could have came. Like a couple of y'all could have came and just played with me. You know what I'm saying? When I went to Florida State, like at least 2 of y'all could come.
Right.
I don't get to see. You know what I mean? Like,
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So all right. So the Delray Rocks, we both agreed there was nothing like the Delray Rocks.
All right.
Nothing like the Delray Rocks. I don't care where you playing at, you football, Pop Warner, whatever it is. It's nothing like the Delray Rocks, man.
Yeah, it ain't nothing like that.
And so you go to high school. You started out at Atlantic. You had to go to Spanish River, and you came back as a 10th grader.
Yeah, came back as 10th.
High school.
Yeah.
So where did they put you? Where did you play your first year at Atlantic? You played tailback or you were a wide receiver?
I played safety.
Okay. All right.
Because safety really my best position.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's really. So they put me at safety my sophomore year because we had a good team. You know what I mean? And the receivers, there was a lot of people in front of me. So, but I was real good at safety. So I played safety.
Okay. All right.
I played receiver a little bit too, but I was at safety.
Right. So I see where your senior year in high school, you were, of course, an All-American wide receiver.
Yeah.
All right. You were an All-State wide receiver.
Yeah.
And you were an All-State second team defensive back.
Yeah, you seen that, right?
That's crazy, man. Hey, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
So you must have been.
That wasn't my senior year when I was All-State defense. That was
your junior year.
That was either my sophomore year or my junior year.
Oh, wow.
I want to say my sophomore year.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I was second team, right? I think that was my sophomore year.
Your year? Okay.
I think so.
That's crazy, man. So, all right, so as you progressed in high school, all right. So did you go to just playing one position?
Yeah. Once we got a lot of my friends, my 12th grade year when everybody was playing, like we would have like a little group. You cool with them. You don't really want to. You let them get their shine on. You know what I mean? So we just played receiver. We was supposed to play defense.
Right.
We lost. That's really why we lost at St. Thomas.
Oh, wow.
Any game we lost is really because, you know what I'm saying, we let our homeboys do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know what I'm saying? So, right. Yeah, I just played one position my 12th grade year because we had a bunch of people out there that we respected them. So we gave them their chance.
So, see, that's the difference between your time and my time, right?
Yeah.
When I was at high school at Atlantic, we never carried more than 28 players. That was it.
Yeah.
And so with that, we had about anywhere from 6 to 8 guys playing both ways.
Yeah.
So I played safety in high school, and I was a quarterback. See, my real position, Preston, is quarterback.
Yeah.
Nobody got a chance to see me do that thing, man, past high school, right?
Dang.
Preston, I'm telling you.
I know how you feel, trust me.
Preston, I'm telling you, that was my position. But my senior year in high school, I did something stupid on defense. I had like 7 picks. I put 6 in the end zone.
Yeah.
So with that being said, everybody in the country recruited me to play defense, right?
Yeah.
And the time, back in the in the mid-70s like that, ain't too many of us get the opportunity to play quarterback.
Yeah.
Not at the big Division I schools. So
no.
It is what it is. But guess what? It worked out for me. I'm thankful, right? Yeah. I'm thankful. But as a kid, man, all I saw myself in my dreams, in my vision for my life with the game of football, all I saw is myself playing quarterback.
Yeah.
But, always believe this too, man, because, in life, as we live life, it's good for us to make our own goals and vision for ourselves.
Yeah.
We gotta leave room for God to kind of tweak that sometimes. You follow what I'm saying? Because, everything I did under the center in high school, it didn't mean nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
And I could have just said, okay, I'm not going to go to Florida State. I'm going to go, to a HBCU and play quarterback. Still wouldn't have got drafted because of the time.
Yeah.
But because I took it up and, and went in and that's what I played, man, I ended up being a first-round draft choice, So it worked out. So sometimes when we're taking this journey in life, it seems like things are not working out for us and going the way we think it should go.
Yeah.
But that's the time we need to just exhale and say, well, God, all right, I'm going to keep walking forward, but you do what you need to do. Yeah. I'm not going to quit on this, but you do what you need me to do to get me where I need to get. Oh, we just lost it. Preston, you hear me? Jeremiah, we lost him.
Hey, we'll keep working on getting him back right now.
Okay, cool. Well, anyway, man, we got the great, legendary Preston Parker from the 561 on today. Atlantic High, Delray Rock, Atlantic High great, Florida State legend, right? And NFL great, played 5 years in the league with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, played with the New York Giants and New Orleans Saints. Homegrown, homebred, Delray Beach, Florida. Proud of this guy. And so hopefully we'll get him back on. We can finish our conversations. This guy was a tremendous athlete. And with some of the things I'm going to say in a minute, some of the things he did on the college level, man, you know that this guy was he was a true football player. I mean, he can do it all, right? And so, Preston, you back on? There we go. Crank it up.
You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
All right, there you go. You back.
Y'all got me?
Yeah, we got you, man. I was just telling everybody a little bit about you while you were gone.
My bad. My own.
So let's talk about. I want to ask you this question, man, because of course, I was excited when you went to Florida State, bro.
Yeah.
I think I just got this thing in me, man, because I was the first guy out of Delray to really go to one of the major Florida schools and contribute, right?
Yeah.
I thought everybody was Florida State fans, man. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Miami started doing what they was doing.
Yeah.
And everybody, my nephews, everybody in my family became a Miami fan, man. And so when I saw you sign at Florida State, I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, I can't tell you how happy I was, man, because here's what I knew about you without seeing you play. I I say I know your pedigree, and I knew. I said this guy here gonna be a football player, right?
Yeah.
And so you went into Florida State as a freshman. You made them. They knew who you were as a freshman. Yeah. I mean, I think you did some good stuff in the Emerald Bowl, right?
Yeah, I did. I did so good. Our first game when we played Miami, I got one play.
You did?
I got one play. My freshman year, first game. I got one play, and I had a dig route.
Okay.
They called a dig route. I think it was Sharp. Somebody was on me.
Uh-huh.
And I did good because that's one of my best routes, like the dig. You know what I
mean?
Dig route? Yeah. Stop on the dime and just go.
Right.
Wide open. I was nervous though because I was wide open. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, like,
what's wrong?
You know what I'm saying? This is the first, but he dumped it off to the running back, and who that was? Booker.
Okay.
Booker.
Right.
A little something, but I chased my dude down because I love blocking.
Right.
I chased my dude down and I shoved him out of bounds. Like I made a good block.
Right.
Got him like 15, 20 extra yards. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's
got
sweet.
Back to the sideline. They was like, "Good effing block, boy." I was like, yes.
Yes.
And I was in there ever since.
And I love that because you're not talking about catching a 40-yard touchdown pass. You're not talking about anything. You're talking about making a great block for your teammate.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing about you. You know, when I talk about football players, Preston, all right, I talk about guys who are complete. There you go. Get out. Oh, he gone, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, he out. I love it. So I talk about guys who are complete ball players, guys who can block, guys who can do everything it takes to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got a lot of great football players, and a lot of great players who are not football players. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because I look at people like it's something about Southwest 6th Avenue, man. I'm telling you, those guys down there were great football players. I'm like, they were football players, man. Your dad can block, he can run the football, can catch the football. Prince Arafat was the same way. He can do it all, man. Block, tackle, sideline to sideline, intercept the ball, turn it over and run with the ball. I mean, just really good football players.
Yeah.
So when you were at Florida State,
you're
watching some of your high school tape right now, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Now, the good thing about your tape? It's in color.
Yeah.
When me and your dad played, it was all black and white, bro.
Yeah.
It was all black and white. But so when you go to Florida State, you go, like you said, in the Miami game, you made that great play, which was fantastic. But as a sophomore, it's something about going in a big Division I school as a freshman. You want to. I know for me, I want to make the traveling team. That was my goal. I want to make the traveling team, and I want to, play. I want the punt return. That was my goal to get the ball. And I made the traveling team. I ended up playing, in the secondary, but I was more of a special teams player. I started blocking kicks, right?
Yeah.
And I made a name for myself, blocking kicks, just doing what I got to do, playing the game of football, right? And so I went from high school being what I call a white collar football player, because in practice you couldn't tackle a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
And I went to Florida State the next year, man. I was laying out, diving, blocking balls, man.
Yeah.
I see this shoulder here. I can't straighten it out now because of that, right? Right? Laying on the ground, I can't straighten it out right there. That's it, right there. So anyway, so let's talk about you at Florida State. Right, your sophomore year, you go in there and you playing wide receiver. And then all of a sudden, it's like 3 of the main running backs go down. They get hurt.
Yeah.
And they give you like 5 days to learn the plays at running back position, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think y'all getting ready to play Maryland.
Yeah, we Maryland.
And man, you go in the game, you had 20 carries for 133 yards, something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, God, dog. I mean, where that came from, man? I mean, you line up at wide receiver the first 2 years, and then this happened, and you went in, man, and showed them the juice.
Yeah, but I like you said, I come from a bunch of running backs, but I always like getting that ball in that pocket and hitting that hole.
Right.
Like I can create from there. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm, you know what I'm saying? It's a little better instead of running around. I gotta wait.
Right.
But you give it to me off rip, and I got these big boy. I had Rodney Hudson, you know,
Right. Right.
he was blocking for me. We're in college, so it's like they giving me holes.
Right.
It don't have to be that big, but they giving me enough time,
enough, right?
Enough hole to create something. We from Delray, so you know,
right.
We gonna make something happen.
Make something happen.
So it was like, I'm like, dang, it's easier in college. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got somebody from Delray back there, you hand them that ball.
You have that ball, bro. It's a wrap. They don't get it, man. They don't get it.
They can miss their block over there because I know he tried. It ain't like he just completely missed it. So I'm gonna help him out. You know what I'm
saying? Exactly. Well, see, that's the other thing about you. I remember when I first saw you play. When I saw you play wide receiver, and I saw your yards after the catch.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this dude got juice, man. So it was, you had the ability to go from the receiver and then go and play in the backfield. I mean, you had that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was a good thing. So, and then here's a crazy thing. So at the end of your sophomore year, I mean, you had a good season and you ended up being like the MVP of the team as a sophomore.
They gave me the MVP, bro.
That's crazy, man.
When they gave it to me though, like I understood what they was telling me, but I ain't really understood like what I was receiving. You know what I mean? I kind of took it lightly, but I got it there. Yeah, it kind of shocked me, but it was like, what does this mean? Like, do this mean what I think it mean? You know what I mean?
Big. Hey, bro, that's big right there. That was big right there, man.
Yeah, it was big. It was big.
Right. That was big right there. So you had a successful career at Florida State. Then you transferred to North Alabama your last year in college.
Yeah.
And you played there. You played under Terry Bowden, correct?
Yeah.
Terry Bowden was a head coach there, right?
Yeah. That too.
And I know after college, to your surprise, you didn't get drafted.
Yeah. No, I knew I went because I ran slow at the combine, so I knew I would go get.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I ran so slow.
Okay.
No technique, nothing. I just.
So you didn't train for it at all?
Huh?
Did you train for it?
I trained, but I ain't have the correct type of training because I know I'm fast, but it's technique to it too.
Right.
So I ain't really know how to run. You know what I mean?
Right. So you never ran track in high school or anything like that?
I did my last year.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I ain't know nothing about, you know how it is, how you running and stuff.
I know how it is. And see, for me, right, because I've been a track guy since middle school, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, now, when I got to Florida State, my first 2 years, I just played football, but then I got on the track team my last 2 years.
Yeah.
And so the track coach was at intramural track meet, and I long jump. He saw me long jump. He said, "Man, I need you on the track team." I said, "I do it." You talk to Coach Bowden. So I'm like the first guinea pig. So Preston, I had to go to Coach Bowden. Said, "You can do it." I said, "Oh, great," but he said, "But you got to do everything football first." So it'll be Saturdays, man. Well, we scrimmage all morning, and you know how those scrimmages work. I mean, we scrimmage 3-4 hours out there in the sun. And then I had a track meet that evening, and I go to track meet. They got me in the 100. I got me long jumping. I'm in the 100. I'm in the 4x1. I'm in the 200.
Yeah.
And so I was a guinea pig, man. And so, but I do believe though there's something to be said for your skill position guys. They don't need to do all that hitting. We really don't need spring football.
Yeah.
We need to on that track.
Yeah.
Improving our speed. Because that's going to make us, when the fall come around, that's going to make us better for it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we don't need all them blows. I'm just telling you.
That's the easy part.
That's the easy part, exactly. And then you come around, you look at guys a little later, like Dion and all those guys, they just ran track. They didn't have to do the football stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So, time makes things better, right?
Yeah.
So you come in the league, you're undrafted free agent by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Right. You go in there, you showed out, you made yourself known, you got a name for yourself, and they end up cutting a couple of veterans for you. Right. And so you went in there and you did work. What was that experience like for you coming from Delray, and now you're in the league doing what you do? I mean, what was it like for you?
It was fun. It was nice, but I just knew a lot of stuff was missing while I was doing it. You know what I mean? And I was just, I was doing my job, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out like what was missing. You know what I mean? Like, cause it was to me, to when I look at somebody or they see me from there, they're like, "Oh, you doing your thing." Da-da.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you be like, "All right, thank you." You know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, like the culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was the things I was noticing. So I was battling with success and
Mm-hmm.
is this success?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Because my people not here. Like, well,
Right.
it's just me. Like, where everybody else at? Like, so
Right.
it was good though. It was fun. And with my brothers and stuff, like just when I come off the field and they telling me, man, good job. You know what I mean? That was the best thing right there. You already know how that is.
Right. That family, that affirmation from back home.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. I tell you right now, Preston, with me, when I played in the league, when I played against receivers like Anthony Carter, we all grew up together, right? When I played against Carlos Carson, I was headhunting, bro.
Yeah.
Because there was no way in the world I'm going to go back home, them jokers done scored on me or did something great, and I got to listen to my homeboys talk. Bro, I'm trying to draw blood. I'm trying to draw blood, right?
Yeah.
Because you want that affirmation. It's always better when it comes from home.
Yeah.
People can tell you you're great all they want to, but when it comes from home, it means something.
Yeah, for real.
It means something. So from your point of view, did you feel like you had a responsibility being an NFL ball player to the kids from in Delray or anybody?
Yeah, I had a responsibility. I feel like I had a responsibility, but mine was like I had a different type of responsibility. Like I just wanted like the recipe of how to tell a young boy now, like how to get to him and tell him something to help him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but it's hard to talk. You know how when we was kids and our mama tried to tell us something, we ain't listen. So I tried to kind of like learn everything as I was doing it and learn the method to be able to tell a kid something, and he'll be like, "Oh, okay," and he just do it and then help him out. You know what I mean? So I felt like that was mine. That's what I felt like I had to do. You know what I'm saying?
And it's amazing, man, because just like you said, when our parents would tell us, we didn't listen a lot of times, right? But I'm gonna tell you though, when it comes from you, when they know Preston Parker, when they know Bobby Butler, when they know David Clowney, when they know Brandon Flowers, but our voice go a long way. That their parents could be telling the same thing. Yeah. And we come along and say one word.
Yeah, exactly.
Because man, I'm gonna tell you this, man, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't know how you feel about this. See, the guys who can tell me what to do, really tell me what to do, was those guys that when they play high school ball, I used to be in the end zone playing touch football, right? Like Randy Strong, like Barry Hill. Yeah, and Barry Hill was the one who told me I need to get on TV. Yeah. And that helped me decide to go to Division I school. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, I was struggling with the quarterback thing, right? Yeah. And FAMU was after me, and Cookman never really recruited me. But Barry Hill told me, he said, "Bobby, you need to get on TV." Now Barry Hill and Lawrence Hunt, guy we call Big Daddy Hunt, they went to Iowa State out of Carver High School now. And so remember, Carver was in 1969, was the graduation class of 1970, was the last year of Carver High School. Yeah. And they went from that class, they went to a Division I college. They went to school with white kids for the first time out of high school. Think about that now. That's crazy. And they went to Iowa State. Do you know how cold it is at Iowa State? Bruh, it's cold. Yeah. And so Barry Hill told me, he said, "Bobby, you got to get on TV." And I listened to everything he said. Yeah. He was playing the Dolphins at that time, right? And so he can tell me, he can speak into my life easy because I was dreaming to get there. Yeah. I had this dream since I was like 9 years old playing the NFL. And so I was following the path. I was doing everything I could do to just taking one step at a time to make it happen. So in your time in the league, right? So
Yeah.
you you play with the Bucks, you play with the Giants. What team did you have the most fun with? Was it in Tampa or was it in New York?
Tampa.
Tampa, because it was home?
Yeah, and we just had like a bunch of we had real gangsters out there. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a team full of gangsters, man, and like we was always trying to win the game. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no crazy stuff. You know what I mean? You know how that be. We was actually trying to win. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the quarterback when you were in Tampa?
Drew Weatherford.
Okay.
I'm tripping.
Not Brad Johnson.
Nah. I'm tripping. What his name? I'm tripping. Josh Freeman. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, big guy.
Yeah, big guy. Raw.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
He was raw, boy.
That's cool, man. That's cool. But I tell you, the NFL, man, they come and go, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could be playing with a guy one Sunday, and the next Sunday you got a replacement.
Yeah.
It's just that volatile, man.
It's crazy.
Guys come and go. And my 12 years, man, I played for 5 head coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. We had no stability.
Yeah.
No long-term sustaining stability in our locker room because we was always rebuilding.
Yeah.
And veterans normally, they catch it in a rebuilding mode because new coach coming, he's gonna get rid of all those old dogs.
Yeah, he get rid of everybody. 75.
Everybody. Exactly, bringing what's new and hot and popping, right?
Yeah.
He assumed he's gonna get 4, 5, 6 years to make it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. So yeah, man. So I was excited. You were with at the time. You were in New Orleans at this time when my son Bryce was a rookie in the NFL, and I'm watching a preseason game, and both of y'all in the same game. Bryce Butler for the Raiders, and you were praying for the Saints in a preseason game.
Yeah,
I think that was 2014, maybe. I think something like that.
Yeah, at New Orleans, right?
In New Orleans, right. And so, man, got 2 Delray products out there on the field at the same time.
That was the one, the receiver?
Yeah, that's my son. Tall, light-skinned dude.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, that's my son. He got 6 years in the league.
Yeah.
And, the last team, he was with the Dolphins for a year, and he started having foot injuries. Just like anybody, you get those injuries, and next thing you know, you're out of the game, right?
I hate them foot injuries, boy.
They're bad, especially receiver. I mean, you do everything with your feet. I mean, you run, you stop, plant, and drive, and bruh, you talking about you run a dig route, man. You got to be able to make that turn, make it sharp, right?
Yeah. I had a plantar fasciitis in my heel.
That's the same thing he had.
Man, and I'm gonna tell you how I got it. When I was in North Alabama, I had caught a ball. I jumped high.
Mm-hmm.
That goofy sometimes when you jump real high and you throw your legs up.
Right.
Down, but when I came down, like my heel hit the turf. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Instead of landing, really, it kind of hit the turf, and I was like, it kind of froze up. And you know how it'll freeze up, but it'll kind of die down.
Right.
And that thing froze up. It ain't go down at all. It's
tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, I mean that really took my son out. I mean, he's still dealing with that thing now.
Yeah,
he's not even playing no more, right?
Yeah.
So listen, everything that you accomplish in life in the game of football, right? You've seen the ups, you've seen the downs, right?
Yes, sir.
And so if you can say one thing to a kid, just one thing to him about life in general, what would Preston Parker say to the kid?
I went to the EGS. It's a boy got an EGS project for the kids and stuff, and I just went and talked to him like last Saturday or something. Mm-hmm. And then I told him, I say, y'all think y'all got time, a lot of time, because y'all 15 and 16. I know y'all probably be saying, oh, because I did the same thing, you know what I mean? But I say, I'm gonna show y'all how y'all don't have time to be really actually having so much fun and not building something right now. When you get to college, you already know what you're going to college for. Or when
Mhm.
if you do hit the lotto or whatever,
Mhm.
you'll know what you're gonna put your money into, so you won't never go broke. You
Right.
know.
Exactly.
So I say I'm gonna show y'all how y'all behind, how y'all don't have that much time. I say, what would you want to be if you ain't have football or no basketball, no sports or whatever? I say,
Right.
what would you be?
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't answer me.
Right.
So I gave him like, 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, see,
Mm-hmm.
you can't answer me. You know what I mean? I say, that mean you behind. You don't have that much time. You need to create something that
Right.
you need to know what's in you. You need to find your gift, what you like to do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And create something right now. You know what I mean? You can have a lot of fun, but don't forget to create something, because you know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
kind of
Absolutely.
trying to give them a little future,
That's good, man. Now see, for me, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
When you're playing days, I mean, when you're playing, you grinding, and it's a lot of things you want to stay away from, and outside, because everybody want a piece of you, right?
Yeah.
And so you're protecting that, and I know for me, I didn't want to be in the public a lot,
Yeah.
especially in Atlanta, because we were losing ball games, and I
Yeah.
hate to lose, and sometimes I don't respond well,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to be that dude in the public because whether we know it or not, we're public figures.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get a bad name out in the streets, right? And so, because what I was thinking as well, endorsements, how can I make a name for myself while I'm in Atlanta so that when I do stop playing, the community of Atlanta would accept me and I will have opportunity,
Yeah.
right? And so I was thinking along those lines, right? And
Yeah.
so, and it's been good to me, man. I've been here since 1981. Since I got drafted, I live in the same house.
Yeah.
I've been here before you were born. This house I'm living right now, man, before you were here, I was here, right? But anyway, so that was my deal. But it's just tough understanding how to balance the life, you know. You just pressing to you. I'm
Yeah.
just Bobby to me, right? I'm nothing special. I'm just who I am. I do what I do, right? But then how do you take care of those other things that we didn't learn about
Yeah.
when we were kids? How
Yeah.
to be a good citizen, right?
Yeah.
How to, and understanding. I know for me, I tell the high school kids in Norcross, right here where I live, I say, look, y'all gotta live your life right. I said, because the kids that are in elementary school and in middle school, they looking up to you. You they superstar.
Yeah.
It's not Julio Jones. They can't touch Julio Jones, but
Yeah.
they can touch you, right? And so
Exactly.
I try to teach my sons that lesson. And the one that played football, he really figured it out because in high school he was like all world, all that kind of stuff, and his name was everywhere. And so and kids were treating him like that. But I said, dude, you got to keep that in perspective. So that means if they feel that way about you, that you're all that, you can't let them down. You represent that community.
Yeah.
So one of the things I used to say all the time when I left Delray to go to Florida State, I represent Delray. I represent the Delray Rocks. I represent Atlantic High School. I represent my mom and dad. I represent my whole community.
Yeah.
And then my second year, that's when Prince Arafat, Charles Ferguson, came to Florida State. Man, I can tell you how proud I was when that dude showed up, right?
Yeah.
He came, dude named Lawrence Strange, wide receiver, came. And man, I stuck my chest out because Delray finna turn up in here, right? That's how I saw it, because we all played rock ball together, man. We finna turn this mother out, right? And they came, and then after that, everybody who would come in. So I'm so proud of Delray and everything that Delray produces, And so I don't know a lot of the cats now, but I always ask, tell me who the guys there now, right? Tell me who they mom, and then they'll say a name, I won't know it. I say, well, who their mom and daddy? Who their grandma, right? Because I'm that age now, right? But because I want to know, because I'm so proud of where we come from. And I do everything I can to lift up the town of Delray Beach. That's important to me, right? And so now that you're out of the game, what is Preston Parker doing now? Jeremiah, cue him up. Tell me what Preston Parker is doing now. That's what I want to know.
You want me to tell him, or you finna play the thing?
No, you go ahead. Come on, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, put us up. Put us up.
Oh, hold on, my bad. So I got a little clothing line I'm trying to come out with too. I just got me a little logo, and then I got something else called Full Potential University, and that's gonna be
cool.
like me training. You know what I mean, and like me teaching kids, and you know what I mean. It can be. I'm gonna work out everybody, like all ages, like grown-ups and all. But the university is just, I might have a class for grown-ups. You know what I mean, just to put them on point.
I'm with you.
I just want to put people on point. Like, you know, I always look out, give them the information that can help them in their life. You know what I mean? So it's really like a university, basically. You get everything in one.
That's what I'm talking about, man. See, that to me, that's what it's all about.
I got that look, but I also got my music.
Right.
That's the cream of the crop right now.
Tell me about this video. We're not hearing the sound, Jeremiah, but tell me about that video, that the title of the tune and what it's speaking of.
That was like one of my second songs I came up with when I first came home. That was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
It was just, I was basically telling the rap game I got that rhythm. I'm just letting them know, like, and I say, I got the rhythm, let me step off in here. You know what I mean? Really talking to the rap game when I'm saying that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's when that's why I was rhyming like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just, you know, doing the rhythm, the same little thing, and then it was just a little introduction to let people know I got it. You know what I'm saying? Don't think I'm going crazy, you know, well,
look at that. The city of Delray Water Tower. I like that, boy. You know, the South Side.
Yeah, that's the dude named you know, Rick Ross, the rapper.
I know Rick.
The one who his video dude, he shot that. His name Ryan Snyder.
Okay.
Yeah, he real good. He got a lot of good stuff. Shout out.
You know, Rick got a big mansion on the south side of Atlanta down here.
Huh?
Rick Ross got a big mansion on the south side of Atlanta.
I was up there. I took a picture.
You did?
Yeah, it's real big, man.
It's nice, man. It's nice. It's nice, man. Well, that's cool, man. You got great music, man. Your heart is in the right place, Preston.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's all about the next generation. I mean, you know, we're not finished doing what we do, you know, what God has got for us to do, but yet and still, it's all about putting those young cats behind us up and, you know, just speaking life into them, right?
Yeah.
So I like the fact that you're going to have that university, you're going to be training people. And seeing you're still using, you know, what God has gifted you to do, hey, to help bring them up, man. That's what it's all about. So if I can go anywhere, when I'm in Delray, if you want to come speak to somebody, man, I'm available to you. You know, help you, man. We need to work together, man, and because it's all about community.
Yeah, I definitely need to start doing more, though. I definitely need to start doing more.
Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. Well, look, man, that's our show tonight.
Okay.
Great Preston Parker from the 561 in the house. Man, we really appreciate you. Y'all check him out, man. Go to YouTube and look up Choke 5. Yeah. And you'll get a chance to hear Preston's music, man. And he got that rhythm. I'm telling y'all, he got that rhythm.
Yeah. I just dropped a new one too. It's called My Peoples.
Okay, it's out. It's on YouTube now.
It's on YouTube. It's on Apple Music too. But it's spelled, you know, M-I, and the Peoples is 2 E's, P-L-Z. So
cool, man. Cool. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, listen, guys, that's our show today. If you like the video, comment, share it, like it. And this is our legend segment. And we're so happy and so thankful to have Preston Parker on with us. Peace to you, man.
Thank you, man.